How do you not get excited watching Marcus Smart defensive highlights? Let's get into Forsberg's four. And Forsberg, I'm thinking it's all Marcus Smart this week?
It is all Marcus Smart. And here's the thing, though. It's hard to quantify exactly what Marcus Smart does. I do have a couple numbers, but so much of it is the eye test. So that's why I want to start with the first number, 44.8. And that's what opponents are shooting against Marcus Smart this year. It's only a half percentage point below their expected field goal percentage. But as you'll see in all these highlights, he's always guarding all-stars and superstars. He's going to defend Chris Middleton and Devin Booker and all the best players in the NBA. And that makes it a little bit harder for him to maintain one of those gaudy field goal percentages, like 7% below that some guys put up there when they're guarding just perimeter players who take, a couple three-pointers and don't really threaten you. Marcus is the one who wants to take on that challenge every single night, and he does it against every shape and size of defender. It's always impressive the way he wants that challenge.
Yeah, Marcus Smart never backing down from a challenge, and he will guard your best player. What's coming up next?
All right, 72, and that is the number of loose balls that Marcus has got this season, and that's the third highest total in the NBA. The way I like to say this is, Marcus Smart sees the 50-50 ball, he's going to get it. It doesn't matter if Steph Curry is in the way and Steve Kerr wants to fight him about it. Marcus Smart is going to put his body on the floor and try to win that. And that's, again, something it's hard to quantify. Because I said 72. It feels like 720 this year that he's gotten on the floor and tried to win. But Marcus is all over the NBA's hustle stat database. He's also got 14 charge takes, fourth in the league. I think Derek White being here, he's the league leader. It's kind of inspiring Marcus to get back to being the charge taker and throw his body out there, but it's all hustle and grit with Marcus Smart.
We got to get Marcus Smart some football pads, because the way he's out there falling all over the floor and trying to get contact with other guys, I mean, I just want to see him be safe still on these defensive plays. All right, what's coming in at number 3?
Well, first off, we need to get him and Aaron Neesmith.
That too.
Because Crash is just, it might be even more reckless. The third number, 30.2, and here credit to ESPN's Kirk Goldsberry, who wrote this week about Marcus, and that's the number of switches per games that he is doing. And why this matters is the Celtics switch-happy defense is completely predicated on guys being versatile enough to switch defenders, even when Marcus maybe has to take on a big. Not every point guard in the league can take Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic and hold their own, but Marcus is strong enough against them. He's strong enough against power forwards. He's versatile enough to guard perimeter players and chase them out to the three-point line. Marcus, again, the numbers aren't going to scream how valuable he is, but his ability to switch and the Celtics' success with that, being the best rated defense in the league because of that switch-happy defense, all falls back to where starts at the point of attack with Marcus Smart.
All about the eye test for Marcus Smart. What's coming in at number 4 on your list?
My last number is just like infinity, because that's the number of winning plays that Marcus Smart makes. And again, we could run an entire Celtics post-up worth of highlights where like no one else in the league makes these plays. And I want to go back to last night where he's just the Cobra strike.
Ooh. The energy.
When will players bringing the ball up the court realize Marcus Smart is going to attack you? He's going to create turnovers that way. Scotty Barnes had no choice but to grab Marcus and prevent an easy layup. No one does this in the NBA, and now he's done it where he's gone on the floor and just wrestled the ball away as someone's walking the dog up the court. Do not leave that ball loose when Marcus Smart is around.
And you can tell Marcus Smart, he lives for moments like that where he can steal that ball from you and make a play on the other end of the floor.